I think there's never been a more exciting time to be in the telecoms industry. With the intelligent tools that we're putting into play today, we can transform the way that we serve our customers and we can start to monetize what we offer. I think you have to take a leap of faith, you have to be in it to win it, but there's everything to play for.
It's not easy being a grown-up at a tech conference. The inner child constantly just wants to burst out and play, to interact and engage with what's on offer. 1 minute remotely operating a digger, yes, a real one, 100 kilometers away. The next unwittingly joining the Imperial Ming Army, as you do. But that's technology. The endless opportunities and sheer transformative potential. It's a lot to learn and a lot to adapt to, but like this city, Istanbul, in which the conference takes place, it can be both dazzling and a bit daunting. So I asked Teresa Cottam from the TM Forum about the opportunities and challenges for carriers as they seek to embrace and monetize intelligent transformation in this Gen AI era.
I think that what's often forgotten is that we've been using intelligence in telecoms for quite a while actually, particularly in our networks. And that's maturing and moving forward, and we have great hopes for that. And that's the basic platform that we have for our future business. I think one of the really interesting things, though, is how we're now applying that into other areas of the business. So, for example, in terms of customer service, which is a much more complicated area to apply it to because it involves human beings rather than just boxes and wires and things, which are a lot simpler. I think that we're going to see AI applied to more and more areas of our business. And one of the things that it is doing is fixing some of those intractable problems that we've been struggling with for years now. So it's joining our businesses up internally. It's helping us all to work from the same data and then to get better business outcomes. Something we've been working on for a long time, but not always succeeded in doing.
So it's that coordination attempt, and there'll be opportunities as a result of that, you feel?
Data has never been a problem in telecoms. We're actually awash with data. We have so much of it. It's always been getting at that data and using it. And AI is helping to break down the silos, both data silos, but also organizational silos, to help us actually use data more effectively. So as we move towards a data-driven business, what that means in real life is that we can serve our customers better. We understand now what our customers want from us better because the data shows us that. It helps us to serve our customers better, and it also hopefully helps us to make a lot more money.
Well, that was the bit I was going to come to. You've got to monetize all this, so it's great that there's an opportunity, and obviously it's great there's better customer service and experience, but is there an opportunity to truly monetize this and the revenue?
I'm a show me the money kind of girl, right? So I've been saying this for a long time in telecoms. We can have the best networks in the world, but unless we can make some money out of them, then we run out of money for the next stage of investment, for the next generation of investment. But also, we're not charities, we're businesses. We do actually need to monetize what we're building. And I think in 4G, we kind of lost that game a little. So we produced a fantastic network. 4G networks are amazing. We didn't succeed in monetizing them as effectively as we could have done. And a lot of that value flowed away towards the so-called OTT players who got very rich as a result of that. The challenge for 5G and beyond is to actually retain more of that value for ourselves. And I think we've heard in the conference that, just thinking we can monetize data, carrying data, is not necessarily going to be the answer to all of our problems, but really understanding our customers, collaborating, using the data that we have about customers, these kinds of things, getting better at upselling and cross-selling to our customers, which is something we've perhaps always struggled to do. These kinds of things are how we're going to unlock all that new revenue.
Well, that's very positive and a sort of hopeful message, an optimistic message. You'll have seen lots of intelligent transformations of the communications services providers in terms of operations.
Yeah.
What are the sort of core factors that you've seen in common to the successful transformations?
Well, I've been in telecoms about 30 years. I started in 1G and now I'm moving towards 6G.
You've seen a lot of Gs.
I've seen a lot of Gs. I've seen all the Gs. And I've also done about 30 case studies in the last year of major carriers. And there are some themes that are coming out. And one of them, which really makes my heart sing and makes me feel a lot more positive, is the fact that they're now talking about how they can monetize their networks more efficiently. So, there are three main things that we're trying to do. One is to become more efficient at how we run everything. and to have a really effective network offering. Another is to serve our customers better. And the third and absolutely critical part, as you say, is to make some more money for the industry. And I think we're starting to see that with some of the operators that we've been talking to in the last year and that have been at the conference. They're talking about success in this area. For example, we heard from Due, who has just launched a brand new brand, DuPay, very successfully. I mean, it's a case study and a perfect launch.
This is in the UAE.
In the UAE, it just took them 6 months to launch, which is absolutely fantastic. And they hit it just right. They understood where there was, demand, and they went in there. They put a perfect offering in, and they've made a great success out of it. And they know how they're going to grow that service. We have other examples like Omentel, for example, who have really worked on the video experience, video streaming and gaming experience, and they've now got fantastic control of the network, and they've launched specific packages for gamers, for example, which is a way of monetizing the quality that they have. And then while we're talking about video, Gavin, I just did a brilliant case study of China Unicom Guangdong, who actually is monetizing 5G slices and aiming those at people that are, streaming video, influencers in China that are going out and taking videos and then uploading them, and have done so very successfully. I mean, that's amazing. People say you can't monetize slices, and they're proving that, you can.
Well, you've given examples there of how revenue can be raised from these intelligent operations transformations. Are there any missed opportunities or opportunities that you'd like to see exercised more in the coming years?
I think one of the themes that's come through from the conference is those operators that haven't yet started on this journey or are thinking about starting want to know what's the ROI. That was a question that came up over and over again. How do I prove that it's worth doing? And there is a little bit of faith needed in this, because you don't instantly get new revenue. It takes 6 to 12 months from when you launch a product to, when you start to see uptake maybe. So there has to be some faith, which is why you really do need to get executive buy-in for this kind of program. But that said, there isn't really a choice, because if you don't start doing this, then you're not going to make the money that you need to finance the next round of investment, which is coming up fast.
So be brave, take the jump, because if you don't, you're not going to be around to tell the story anyway.
Exactly. I do believe we can change our stars. I mean, for the last 10 to 15 years, people have been saying that telecoms industry doesn't really give a good return on investment. I think it's all to play for. I've never been more excited to be in the telecoms industry than I am today. I think with autonomous networks, with AI and ML, and some of the other new technologies that are coming to play, I think we really can change our stars and look forward to a really prosperous future.